Hello guys, and welcome to another video. I hope you're doing fantastic. Well, in today's lesson, you are going to be able to learn 7 vocabulary used by Justin Trudeau, the President of Canada. He gave a speech about anti-black racism and bigotry in Canada.
Here are the facts in Canada. Anti-black racism is real. Unconscious bias is real. Systemic discrimination is real.
I want to let you know that during this series of videos, you're going to learn conversational English, you're going to speak English with confidence, and of course you are going to understand native speakers. Well, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that button down below and notification bell so that you don't miss any of our new lessons.
Prejudice, discrimination, and violence is a lived reality for far too many people. It is a result of systems which far too often condone, normalize, perpetrate, and perpetuate inequality and injustice against people of color.
Alright, let's start with the first verb. To condone. To condone is to accept a behavior that is considered morally wrong or offensive. Synonym: to forgive. The Arabic meaning for the verb to condone is يتغاضى عن. Example: we cannot condone violence of any sort. The next verb is to perpetrate. Pronunciation: to perpetrate. To perpetrate is to commit a harmful, illegal, or immoral action. Synonyms: to commit or carry out. The Arabic meaning for the verb to perpetrate is ارتكب. Example: only a crazy person could perpetrate such a horrible crime. The next verb is to perpetuate. To perpetuate is to cause something to continue. Synonyms: to keep alive, or to keep in existence, or to preserve. The Arabic meaning for the verb to perpetuate is أدام. Example: when no one fights against racism, this problem will only perpetuate.
It is a result of systems which far too often condone, normalize, perpetrate, and perpetuate. I'm not perfect, but not being perfect is not a free path to not do the right thing. It's not an excuse to not step up, to stand up for each other, to be an ally.
Okay, let's continue. In this context, to step up means to take action when there is a need for it. Pronunciation: to step up. Synonym is to come forward. The Arabic meaning for the verb to step up is يتقدم. To step up. Example: the government has to step up to fight against bigotry.
It's not an excuse to not step up. I'm here because I want you to know that our government is listening. We hear your calls for justice, equality, and accountability. We acknowledge your frustration, your anger, your heartbreak. We see you.
Frustration. Frustration is a feeling of being annoyed or less confident. Pronunciation: frustration. The Arabic meaning for the word frustration is إحباط. Example: losing the game has been a great frustration to him.
We acknowledge your frustration, your anger, your heartbreak. Because here are the facts in Canada. Anti-black racism is real. Unconscious bias is real. Systemic discrimination is real. For millions of Canadians, it is their daily lived reality.
Here, Justin Trudeau, the President of Canada, is saying that anti-black racism is real. Unconscious bias is real. Unconscious bias. The Arabic meaning for unconscious bias is التحيز اللاواعي. Unconscious bias is a stereotype, صورة نمطية, that is automatic, unintentional, within our beliefs, and have the ability to affect our behavior. Unconscious bias. An example of unconscious bias is when an enterprise chooses more CVs of candidates with English names than the ones with Asian names.
Anti-black racism is real. Unconscious bias is real. Mr. Speaker, every Canadian who has felt the weight of oppression, every student who has the courage to demand a better future, every person who marches and posts and reads and fights from Vancouver to Montreal to Halifax expects more than the status quo. They expect more and deserve better.
The last word is the status quo. The status quo is the current state of things. The Arabic meaning is al-wada' al-rahin. Pronunciation, the status quo. Example, he is happy with the status quo and does not like change.
Expects more than the status quo.
What is the opposite of the verb to condone? To perpetuate a situation, meaning well, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had fun, and I hope you've learned new words, vocabulary. Now it's over to you. Make sure you use the words, practice them, and use them in your daily life situations. If you have any questions, make sure you comment on the comment section below, and see you for another lesson and another guest. Take care.